whatever you're doing in life, make sure you got good stories to tell. That's it. It's like, we got a great story.
Yeah, I love that. And I love it because there's a long tradition, meaning thousands of year tradition of people doing things during the day and then convening around a fire or light, or in this case, we're under the light
studio,
talking about it and telling the stories. And I learned from a colleague, Sachin Panda, who's at the Salk. He's done a lot in circadian biology. And he said, you know, these evening discussions about the day have carried our species and civilization forward for a long time. I think what you just said makes me, raises an idea in the back of my head. I'm familiar with this sensation where I think there's really something fundamental to this. I mean, maybe this is part of the path forward for humanity, is to have people gathering in the evening with neighbors or family again and starting to like relate about the day and starting to bridge the gap, because as opposed to all of us being in our own unique portals to the world through social media, which I'm a fan of social media. I'm on social media, but maybe we should get some like evening story fireside chats going on social media.
I love it.
You and me both, and see who else would join us and just talk about like, hey, like tell me a story from today. You got 5 minutes and hear from people.
I love it. And it's just, I love hearing stories. We love telling stories. And it's like, that's what keeps life interesting to me, because we go through life and we have, what are we doing that's what stands out? What are we doing, something that somebody would want to hear about, And I just think it's so special when we can sit around and reminisce, or remember when, or today was great because. It's just, I don't know. It kind of feels like it energizes you. It gives you meaning.
Yeah, well, I think it connects us through time, right? I mean, if our experiences during the day were just erased at the end of the day, I think this came up in the discussion with the U of O students too. Like you could just, your memories were gone at the end of each day, including the hard stuff. We wouldn't be worth anything. Connecting our experience with others and through time and relating to earlier experiences is so fundamental to who we are and how we script our life experience. I think it's, you're really onto something with this. I don't quite have the clear articulation around this just yet, but again, when I get that feeling in the back of my head on the right side, it means there's something there. So I think you're onto something, Haynes.
Yeah. Well,